Welcome to one of the most shocking upsets in boxing history. The date, May 10th, 1991. The location, John O'Donnell Stadium in Davenport, Iowa. That night, the script was written for one man only, Michael second to none Nunn. Michael Nunn was the prince of the boxing world at that time. Undefeated, the IBF middleweight champion of the world, and preparing to put on a showcase performance in his own backyard in front of his home crowd. The bookies were so confident in him that the odds were 20-1. A victory for his opponent was seen as virtually impossible. But in the other corner stood a man from the gritty back streets of Detroit, hungry, angry, and with absolutely nothing to lose, James "Lights Out" Toney. This video is not just about a punch. It's a story of belief, strategy, and how to come back from the brink of defeat. If you are ready, let's sound the bell. Let's break down the fighters. The contrast was like night and day. The champion, Michael Nunn, USA. Nickname, second to none. Height, 6 feet 1 inch, 1.85 meters. Massive for a middleweight. Reach, 77 inches, 196 centimeters. Style, southpaw. Slick, fast, a master of distance, and incredibly elusive. Record, 36 fights, 36 wins. The purse. For this fight, Nunn was guaranteed between $500,000 and $1 million. He was the star of the show. The challenger, James Toney, USA. Nickname, Lights Out. Height, 5 feet 10 inches, 1.78 meters. Giving up significant height. Reach, 72 inches, 183 centimeters. A serious reach disadvantage. Style, orthodox, but a master of the old school craft. An expert in the shoulder roll defense. Record, 25 fights, 24 wins, 1 draw. The purse. Toney accepted a measly $40,000 to $50,000 for this fight. Pocket change. Compared to the champ, he didn't come for the check. He came for the belt.
Oh, and a right hand from Toney. Nunn being real active in this first round. Nunn getting a left in there, trying to hold him off with his... And the crowd will overreact to anything Nunn does. He did land a left. I don't know if it was good as the crowd thought it was. I don't see much on Toney's punches yet. His punches straight a little bit low. You can hear the cup popping.
Before the fight, the consensus in the boxing world was clear. Nunn would outbox Toney, dance circles around him, and cruise to an easy decision victory. The Teddy Atlas perspective. Legendary trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas often talks about these moments. He says talent gets you to the door, but character gets you inside. In the eyes of the purists, Nunn was talented, but untested in deep waters. Toney, however, was forged in the fire of tough Detroit gyms. Atlas would call this a test of the submission threshold, the Mike Tyson connection. Even Mike Tyson, who was dealing with his own turmoil at the time, respected Toney's style. Why? Because Toney, like Tyson, was a student of the old school. He respected the masters, kept his head moving, and fought in the pocket. But unlike Tyson's swarm aggression, Toney was a defensive genius, a true counterpuncher.
And Nunn comes right back. Good straight left hand that turned the head of Toney around. Oh, Toney almost catching Nunn with the counter right hand off his uppercut. Angelo Dundee told me he thought that Nunn could really nail him with the uppercut, but Toney landing some there. Had a good right in that flurry. This is what Toney's going to do. Quick little left from Nunn. Cute punch and backs off. There's the left to the body and follows with the right. Toney looks at him. And Nunn coming on while the crowd exhorts him. And Nunn landing 2-3 shots there. And a couple of jabs getting as well. And a couple of lefts. Nunn on Toney. And Toney doing some missing. The final minute of the fourth round.
And this is what Toney's got to be doing. He's got to be bobbing.
Counter to the body. Does it again. A couple of shots to the head. There he goes again. A left to the body.
And Toney smirking, sticking his tongue out like it doesn't bother him. But I guarantee you it does. Well, that's what he's got to do.
Toney punched his way out of there, and Nunn tries to shrug that off. Toney connects with a glancing right to the head, and back comes Nunn at him in the final minute of the fifth round. And Nunn landing again. And Nunn lands and comes out of there.
Great right hook by Nunn. Good right hand, left hook uppercut by Toney.
Toney with a good combination.
He's got to stay busy.
He's got to follow it up, though. Why is he covering up when he has the other guy on the ropes? He's got to go. Just didn't press the advantage he had, Toney. And Nunn lands. And Michael with a couple of lefts. And a left to the body as well.
Murky rated in the top five. Great right hand by Toney right there.
Warren to keep the punches up. And Toney connecting.
All right, James, the type of pressure he's got to keep up. He's got to win a round and get back in this fight. Landed a good right hand on Nunn.
It's Nunn to do what he's doing right now. Come right back at him. And a left connects from Nunn.
Well, this is what Nunn's people meant by Toney. But so far, this has been Toney's best round. I think he's landed some good shots, just like that right hand.
And Nunn tries to come right back at him, and now he does.
Oh, good exchange.
Right hand from Toney.
Oh, that left hand to the body just hurt Toney. He is in trouble right now. There goes Nunn throwing those good shots.
Oh, right hand from Toney. Now Nunn up against the ropes and over the top. And Nunn taking it from Toney. And Nunn landing. Toney with the right uppercut. Final minute of the eighth round. Some good action. Toney landing in a couple of rolls. And the left hand. Toney's had his moments. He just hasn't been able to follow them up. And Toney lands a good right hand again. Toney connecting with the right. And Toney going after Nunn here. But can he keep it going here? Nunn looking over towards his corner is caught with an uppercut. And another right from Toney. Nunn coming back, landing. And Nunn trying to make a comeback here in the ninth round. And the crowd's behind him, but a strong start to the round. Toney with a strong right. And catches him with a glancing left as Nunn falls back. And the right hand from Toney. Oh, strong right from the challenger. Oh, he goes after Nunn again. What another big one.
Oh. Nunn measuring Toney with that left uppercut.
Toney comes well. And right hand from Toney. And another one, but that was a great. Oh, right hand from Toney.
Toney's really landed some real hard shots.
And another one. Another right hand from Toney as the round comes to a...
When the fight began, the experts seemed right. For the early rounds, Michael Nunn used his long frame and awkward southpaw stance to keep Toney at bay. Nunn was sticking and moving, dancing and popping Toney with sharp jabs. Toney was patient, like a tiger stalking its prey. Nunn threw volume, but Toney was rolling with the shots, using his shoulders and waist to take the sting off the biggest punches. However, the scorecards were grim. By the time they reached the 10th round, Michael Nunn was way ahead on all three judges' scorecards. Toney could not win by decision. He needed a miracle. He needed a knockout. Then came the legendary moment in the corner. Toney's trainer, Bill Miller, got in his face and delivered one of the most famous lines in boxing history. "Son, you're losing it. You're behind on points." The climax.
Giving him good advice, but I don't think good advice right now is going to help Nunn. I think what's going to do it is whether or not he's got the energy.
Flying over. Oh, lands it with a right hand.
He can take a great shot because he's got him.
And pushes Nunn into the ropes. I tend to agree with you, Joe, but it was a good hand. Oh, another right from Toney. Oh, he's down. Just the second time in his career.
He is out. He is hurt. I don't know if he's going to get up. He is out on his feet. That is it. I don't see him getting up. Oh, my God.
He's up at 10.
What a great left hand.
Challenger.
Oh,
Down.
that is it. How can he stop it? That's it. The fight's over.
James Toney's done it.
James Toney wins the title. Unbelievable.
Round 11. James Toney stormed out of his corner. No more waiting. Michael Nunn was starting to fade. His legs were heavy, and his hands were dropping low. Toney smelled blood in the water. Toney walked Nunn down, backing him into the ropes. Nunn tried to throw a straight left to keep him off, but Toney slipped it with millimeter precision and unleashed a devastating left hook. Boom! Michael Nunn crashed to the canvas like a chopped tree. In front of his own fans, in his own city, the king had fallen. Nunn struggled to his feet, but the lights were on and nobody was home. Toney swarmed him like a shark. The referee stepped in and waved it off. James Toney had silenced the crowd, busted the 20-1 odds, and crowned himself the new IBF middleweight champion of the world. This victory earned James Toney the Fighter of the Year award. For Michael Nunn, it was the beginning of the end. The aura of invincibility was shattered forever. James Toney didn't just win a belt that night. He proved he was a master of the sweet science. As Toney famously said, asterisk, "I'm old school. I don't dance, I fight." This match remains a timeless lesson in boxing. Skill matters, but the will to win matters more. See you in the next breakdown. Keep your hands up.